All right, guys. Good morning. How we doing? Stevie, Connor, JJPA. What's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning. I actually forgot to... Hold on. I got to change this real quick. Let me change this to the schedule. There we go. All right. Yeah, it's pretty early for Pacific for the West Coast. What is it right now? It's 5 o'clock for the West Coast boys and girls. Yeah, it's pretty early. I don't blame them for not being here, but that is a downfall of the West Coast. I mean, it's an upside and a downside, right? Because if you work a 9 to 5 job, like if you work a corporate job or you work normal hours out in the West Coast, it's actually nice because you can actually trade before, because the market opens there at 6:30, so you can actually trade a little bit on the West Coast before you go to work. So that's actually pretty nice. Now, for people that trade full time, it's pretty early, right? Because for the East Coast, 5. Yeah, I mean, that's the good thing about the West Coast. You could do both. If you commit yourself to waking up early, you could do both. You could trade in the morning and then go to work at around maybe 8 o'clock Western time, West Coast time, Pacific. West Coast squad. Good morning, guys. Thanks for being here so early, very early. It is 8 o'clock here. I've been having a hard time waking up lately. Hard time. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. Maybe because I got sick. Oh my God, the Giants got absolutely demolished yesterday. The Giants there's just like, you just watch them on offense and you try to think of ways that they can find a way to score and you just can't think of any. There's just no ways. They have no offensive weapons to possibly score. It's an absolute shit show. The Giants. God. I am going to see the Rangers versus the Panthers though, this this Wednesday in Fort Lauderdale. So if anyone's going to be there, let me know. But yeah, I will be there. That'll be fun. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to everyone on the stream. Maybe we'll start, the streams with like 5 minutes of just chilling and talking. I think it's fun. I would like to eventually start my own, like, just chill stream, game stream. I had trouble with setting it up. I need to work on that. Connor, thanks for becoming a priority member. Thanks for all the support, Connor. I've seen it. I've seen your comments, your live stream comments, your YouTube comments. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for the support. Definitely noticed. I definitely noticed the support, guys. Just because I'm not, I read all the comments. So thank you so much. All right. The G-men look terrible. All right, let's get started. So today is December 27th, right? So we have this week to end the year, and we have every day this week. So there's not going to be any closures on the market. Usually you have a New Year's Eve closure, but this year it lands on a Friday. They don't close it. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty positive that's how it is this year. Yeah, Panthers are tough. Rangers, Panthers, both really good this year, so it should be a really good game. Very excited for it. So we have this week of trading, and this is going to be I think this could be a very fun week. All NHL games, most NHL games were. Let me make sure on that. Thanks for bringing that up, because all of them, they start on tomorrow. They restart the games, so we're good. Yeah, tomorrow they restart the games. So full trading week ahead. It should be interesting. Nasdaq, S&P, all at huge levels. That's going to decide our trading week, guys. I think today is what we wait for. I think today is what we wait to see. You know, which way does it want to go? I think today sort of gives you that insight. Give the market some time this morning, see what it does at this level, because we are opening at that resistance level again, up there at 16,350, 16,4. We are right at it. So we'll have to see. But futures, as always, futures are going to be big today. I would really focus on the futures today, guys. This is going to decide where these stocks go. So really focus on the futures today. Economic calendar. I think there's 2 stocks reporting earnings this entire week, and I don't think it's any stocks you're interested in. Maybe you are interested in FCEL, but FCEL and CALM, I'm not sure what that is. Those are the only 2 stocks reporting earnings, so we don't need to worry about earnings this week. Economic calendar, let me make sure nothing crazy on here. Nothing today. U.S. home price index tomorrow. Wednesday, nothing big. And then we have our normal, jobless claims on Thursday. And that's it. So it's just jobless claims on Thursday. If there was ever a week that we didn't have to worry about news and economic reasons the market fall, and the market can just do its own thing and not have any news pop out, this would be a week. And that's maybe somewhat of a catalyst for upside, because you're not getting any curveballs thrown at the market. So that's another thing that's interesting. So we'll see if that gives us any help. Tesla, we all should be watching Tesla today. You guys know, congratulations on the last 3 days. I'm a big shareholder of Tesla. So this is a little bit of a trader hack for you guys. If you feel like you miss out on moves, like you missed out on Tesla, buy some shares, guys, because 12 shares of Tesla on a week where it moves over almost $200, $200 a share is $2,400. So, last week I saw my P&L go up by $2,400 by just owning shares. And that makes me not FOMO into large Tesla call options, potentially getting it wrong. Now, I know last week was pretty hard to get call options wrong because this stock just went up and up and up. But little hack for you guys. Remember, you can buy shares of these companies too, and it really helps out on the FOMO, because I didn't really feel like I was missing out on much. When Tesla was up $80 a share in one day, I was up around $880 or $840. So, it's a nice little way not to get FOMO. Buy some shares, own the companies. Don't forget, you can do that. Facebook consolidation, have been watching this. You guys know we've been watching Facebook for a long time. I want to keep an eye on that. Apple, if the NASDAQ is strong today, guys, Apple is a must watch. Apple will absolutely go higher if the NASDAQ breaks out today. Apple will be the strongest stock on the market, most likely. So you definitely got to watch Apple today. AMD over 148 is a huge level. Show you that. Maybe we'll pop in NVIDIA as well. PayPal, Disney, Roku. These 3 stocks I think have potential comebacks next year. Show you guys those. Talked about it in my video yesterday. Shop and Amazon. Let's just go ahead and take a look at them. Big names. Big potential opportunities. I always like to watch these 2. They're the 2 behemoths, right? The 2 big stocks. You can probably add Google in there as well, but Google I don't really like the way it moves. I don't really trade Google ever, so I left it out. Shop and Amazon. Healthcare. Healthcare is still strong. UNH, Abbott Labs, AbbVie, PFE. These stocks are they're still very strong. XLV is still strong. So let's take a look. And then finally, Unity Software. There was actually some tweets, if you guys saw that, there were some tweets from Elon Musk this weekend about using Unity Software in his let's see, where is it? In the Tesla cars. You guys saw that? He talked about Roblox, Unity Software. If I can find the tweet. I don't want to waste your time. But yeah, there was some mention of Unity software. So that's interesting. Let's take a watch. Let's keep an eye on you. Keep an eye on that stock. Shout out to everyone that joined shout out to everyone that joined the giveaway. We did announce a winner yesterday, Fidel. If you're here, maybe let me know. But if not, you're gonna get an. Oh yeah, you are here. There he is. Let's give a Fidel. You watched my video yesterday. Fidel Nava. He's in the chat. Everyone, congratulate Fidel. Fidel, you won the giveaway, man. Whether you know that or not, you probably didn't watch the video last night, but you won the giveaway. So I'm gonna reach out to you today. Congratulations on winning. I just saw your name pop up in the live stream. So congrats. Thanks for being here. I'm happy someone that won the giveaway is here in the live stream. So awesome. Fidel, congrats, man. I will reach out to you. And I will try to get some stuff to everyone that joined the live stream. So, if you guys, hopefully people don't mind if I email them. If you do, just tell me to not email you. But I have so much stuff from MSI. Shout out to MSI. They always send me things to give away. So I'm going to try to give away, as much as I can to some of you guys. So just to give back. So awesome. All right, let's get started here, guys. So futures, here we go. Futures, you guys can see we are opening up in resistance again. The last time we opened up in this resistance, guys, here's the last time, right here. This is the last time we had a pre-market into resistance and we fell off of it pretty harsh. So we need to be aware of that. Let me go into where the pre-market. Okay, it's right here. This is it right here. You can really see it right here. So right here, guys, this is pre-market. You guys see this little gap in volume. This is after hours and pre-market right here. And you guys can see this morning, on Thursday morning, Thursday the 16th, we opened up in the pre-market at that resistance. So we opened up at that level, and this is what we're doing again today. So we are in that gap in the pre-market, and we are opening up at this resistance. So what does this cause today? This is what everyone should be watching. If we go to the 1 minute chart, you can see that we are right here. Look at where we're pushing into. Right here this morning, the rejection is already coming in. We got a little bit of downside here. I wouldn't be stressed about anything, here. Excuse me, the coffee's making me burp this morning. I don't know why. But you got a rejection already this morning. I wouldn't be too stressed about what's going on here in the morning, but I would just watch this for the first 15 minutes of open, guys. Does this push? Do we start to find some support at some previous levels? For example, Friday's close is, where's Friday's close? We did get a little push down here on Friday. Yeah, I'd probably watch these, the 16.3 level. That's probably a big level right there. 16.3 is right around where we closed. You probably want to watch this area here, 16.320. So you definitely could pull back and still be bullish, guys. I don't want to see people in the chat, if we pull back to here, saying that the market is tanking. The market will not be tanking if we push back, 60 points today. If we pull back 60 points today, guys, that is not a market tank. That is literally only giving up the move between Friday close and this morning. So you definitely have room to the downside to pull back and still be bullish. So 16.3, 16.320, those are definitely some levels this morning to watch. You do get a little bit, I would say you get a little bit of concern if you do break the 16.3, because there's a pretty big gap. There's about a 100-point gap between 16.3 and the next closest support. But because you can see on Friday, this was the day we had on Friday. This was a pretty straight up move on Friday. Not much support sort of in the middle. sort of a void in the price action. So 16.3, if you drop below that, maybe you get a little bit more of a retracement. But this move, guys, is definitely not bearish. This would actually be something I'd like to see. I would like to see us retest some of these levels so we can pick up some buyers and show people that there is a pullback to potentially, pull a pullback to potentially buy up. So watch the 16.3 today, the 16.320. I would want to see a retracement. As you guys can see, we are already rejecting this red supply area on the NASDAQ this morning. So that is the big level we are all watching right here. Big level on everyone's eyes. If we break through that, guys, I got to assume if you actually get through it with some strength, you got to assume this probably, causes a little bit of a rally here on the overall market. If you finally break through, that would be my assumption after such a long period of consolidation. The ES looking pretty strong this morning. You guys can see that morning candle here is looking awfully strong. However, we need to be aware of the potential rejection once again. The last time we were up here, we saw a very ugly day. We pulled back pretty hard. So here's the last two times we were up here, 1 and 2. These were the rejections. They're very ugly wicks and big rejection days. So is that possible? Absolutely, it's possible. So we need to watch out. What's the fibs on that pullback? You know what? I'm interested too. Where do you want to pull it from? You want to pull it from Friday's open? Let's pull it from Friday's open. Right around the 38.2 retracement probably. If you bring it to there, right around 38.2 would be the fib retracement from Friday's open. All right, ES. ES is in this resistance as well, guys. It's definitely looking a tad bit more bullish here, especially even on the 4-hour chart. I would say that's looking a tad more bullish on this push. So ES definitely looks like there's definitely potential for that all-time high break. But just as easy as I can say that, there's the flip side is there as well. So we got to be careful today. I don't think you come into today with a large bias. I know it's very, very nice to be bullish here today. It feels really right. Everything in your, on your insides are saying, hey, this could be a monster day to the upside. But, you got to be careful when that starts to kick in because there is very high chance of rejection as well. And I don't want to see anyone get absolutely demolished today, going too heavy to one side. So you're here. You're at the resistance. This morning is going to be a very fun and interesting, level to see if it breaks through. Here's the Dow on the 4-hour. Same exact thing, guys. 36,000 is the level to watch today. 36,000 on the Dow. Can you finally break through it? It's the same exact story here. Same exact story. Finally, the Russell. Russell, I talked about this in my video yesterday. This is one that maybe has some margin to the upside. Keep an eye on the small caps today, guys. Small caps have been beat up. Maybe there's some upside on small caps. There's definitely some more room here, right? There's definitely some more room here on the Russell, to hit resistance. So maybe up to around, let's say 23.45. That is about 4%. If you pull it up to around here, that's about 1.6%. So I think there's probably a little bit more space, a little bit more margin, a little bit less resistance on small caps today. If we start to see that resistance pile in, this is one that looks like it could move a little bit easier. So that's something that I talked about yesterday. Definitely watch the small caps today. So that is the futures, guys. And I hope everyone understands the importance of this resistance we're sitting at. It's I hope everyone understands the how you should be trading around the heavy resistance level, because it's definitely a time to be very patient, because you do not want to get caught in this rejection. That's definitely not what you want to get caught into today. So Looks like we're getting a pretty good push this morning. I mean, you're still looking pretty strong. ES hitting new highs of, is that all new? No, not all-time highs yet. We're about 10 points off all-time highs on the ES. But, ES is pushing higher here. NASDAQ is still looking very strong. So, still a lot of strength on this market this morning. First stock we're going to look at is, of course, Tesla. Tesla up again in the pre-market, guys. Congratulations. Congratulations to anyone that played this thing. Congratulations to shareholders. Looking back at Tesla, it makes a whole lot of sense, guys. It really does. The technicals lined up beautifully. If this could have just been a technical play, regardless of anything else. I mean, beautiful pullback to January highs. You guys can see right here. January highs. Perfect pullback, 100 SMA, perfect hold, 3-day rally right off that level. January highs and 100 SMA. Really, really nice technical bounce. I think you watched the downtrend. If you are watching Tesla, I think you absolutely watched the downtrend. And I think it comes in right around 1100. I think that probably comes in right around 1100. Is probably where you see that resistance for the downtrend start to kick in. Right around here is where I'd expect that downtrend resistance to start kicking in. Right around that 1100 flat. So I would watch the 1100 level flat for sure. Psychological level, potential downtrend resistance. That is what I would watch. That's the first level. That comes in right here. Oops. Hold on. 1100 comes in right here. So I'd watch that today. See if you get any power over 1100. If you get the power over 11, I don't think you're going to see much resistance until 1170. So 1170 would be the next big level. There's a double top here, which is absolutely going to be tough resistance. And then if you get above 1170, I mean, all you have left is all-time highs, which is up here around 1240. So I think it's a little bit of a stretch to see that happen all in this week. So I would like to see a pullback on Tesla. Maybe you hit 1100, get a little pullback, get a little consolidation, make a higher low, and then start to push higher. That would be something I'd rather see than this thing just go vertical for the next few days. Either way, I'm happy I have shares, but as a trader, if I'm looking to trade this thing with options, I need to see some type of pullback, some type of contraction, maybe some options decreasing, some premium killing before I feel comfortable just jumping into this thing. So watch that 1100 today, guys. That's the big level in my opinion. If we go to the 1-minute chart, we can see we are up to around 1084. That 1100 is pretty damn close. So watch out for that. All right, that's Tesla. Facebook, nice little pre-market for Facebook this morning. If I go to the daily chart, the big level is right around 345. We definitely know 345 is a big level, and we also know that 355 is a big level. So there's 345, 355, some big levels here on Facebook. However, we can see Facebook has been in this consolidation similar to the overall market. If you get that overall market push today, maybe that's something of a catalyst for Facebook. I'm not really ready to touch this because I do not like this chart at all. I really don't. It's very choppy. You can see the candles are extremely tough to make legitimate moves. They get killed. There's a 1-day move, it gets pulled back. 1-day move, pull back. So it is still in, chop land here. But what I will say is if you go to the 4-hour chart, you can see that this 345 level is pretty big. So right here, guys, we can see this 345 level, highs and highs. 345, I would watch that. See if Facebook gets over that 345. If it does, you have this 354. If Facebook gets over 354, 355, then I think the party's on. Then I think it's game time. So if you want to play it safe, I would just wait for the actual move here above 355. But Facebook is one that is still lagging. That could be opportunity into next year. Real quick, I wanted to ask, has anyone watched The Witcher? That's an awesome show. Anyone watch The Witcher? I started the first 2 episodes yesterday. It's just on my head. I needed to ask. Has anyone watched The Witcher on Netflix? That's a pretty cool show. If you like it, press the like button. Maybe that'll earn your like. If you like The Witcher, so do I. Watch the first 2 episodes, pretty awesome. All right, so Apple daily chart, really nice looking. I mean, I talked about this 20 SMA 10 times on this channel already, but I'll talk about it again because it is pretty nice. Pullback, 20 SMA, beautiful bounce. First season, beautiful bounce on Apple, and just really sweet, really sweet off that 20 SMA. So I love this. I think if the market is strong, you obviously need to watch Apple today. Big Witcher fan. Yeah, see you guys. Oh, there's a book, huh? I just started the first episode, or first season, so I'm behind. Seems like a lot of people like it. But obviously, guys, Apple strong this morning. If the NASDAQ is strong as well, Apple's got to be a watch. I mean, you guys know Apple just has been an absolute beast. So I would, of course, watch Apple again today, guys, off this 20 SMA bounce. Not for you. Yeah, it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. I'm just, I really like that, I like that, like the sci-fi stuff and sort of the older feel. I like that. So yeah, cool show. AMD. You guys can see the breakout level here on AMD. Very big breakout level on AMD right here. Right around 148, guys. I think if AMD gets above 148, is it too late to get in Witcher? Yeah. Maybe they should make a stock, right? So the high of this candle right here is 147.93. 147.93 is the high of this candle. I think you just call it 148. If you get a push above 148 and you get a hold, I think this is a very nice potential breakout area right here, guys, on AMD. So I'm definitely watching this. I would definitely watch this 148 level on AMD. That is pretty interesting of a level. Very potential breakout level. You can see we tried to get above it on Friday, but the resistance definitely came in. You can see right here. Look at this 147, 148 level. You pushed higher. You tried to hold it, and you eventually failed. And you're definitely seeing a little bit of resistance this morning right here. You see that, guys? See that right there? So a little bit of resistance this morning at this level as well. So it's definitely acting as a resistance. But if you can get above it, that's sort of what I'm watching. Let's see what happens on AMD. All right. So 3 comeback stocks real quick. I just want to... Oh, I forgot to set up the... real quick. Let me set up the Google Docs for you guys today. I forgot to do that. I apologize. Let's see if people... Oh, so we already got... Oh, wow. We got Inter. Thanks for... Where's he at? I know your name's different on YouTube, but Inter, thank you for if you're listening. Thank you for managing this Google Docs. That's pretty awesome. So quote of the week. What's the quote of the week this week? An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. That's pretty cool. Benjamin Franklin. I like that. Inter. Nice quote of the week. Economic calendar on here as well. That's awesome. He's killing it with this thing. Maybe we should, sort of build out this even more. This is where you guys can put your tickers if you are a member of the stream. If you are interested in posting tickers, we look at them at the end of this stream. Whatever you guys want to look at, you just put it here in the Google Docs. So make sure you are there. He is, Ike Mall. Ike, I think that's an I. Ike, thank you, man. Thank you, or sir, ma'am. Sorry, I shouldn't assume you are a gentleman. But thank you so much for managing this. If you guys are interested, press the join button. Or if you're already a member, which there's a lot of them that don't put their tickers there, make sure to put your ticker there for me to look at. I'll share that on the community tab. All right. So, comment box. Yeah, maybe a comment box. Well, me and Ike will we'll work it out. We'll work on sort of building it out. But thank you for starting that. All right, let's continue. So PayPal, Disney, Roku. PayPal, real quick, guys. I think I'm gonna go quick over these three. But PayPal, I think, is starting to find a bottom. I think PayPal is starting to find a bottom here. Nice little potential bottom. I think if you get over 200, that is your breakout. I would not feel like you're missing out. And, even if you wait for this thing to pop over 200, I still don't think you're missing out. So pop over 200, maybe the pullback, but, I would wait for the 200 breakout. There is still, potential upside, even if you don't catch it here. That's what I'd be looking for right there. Disney is my favorite comeback name of next year. I think this is sold off a little bit too much. I think there's opportunity here. I think people are already starting to pop in here and buy some shares. You can see the volume has increased. If I go to the weekly chart, it's at an absolutely gorgeous level on the weekly chart. I mean, look at where this thing is at the weekly. It's on a gorgeous previous resistance, turning into support. Absolutely love it. I would absolutely. I'm not gonna. I can't advise you to do things with your long-term portfolio. But if someone was to ask me if I'm buying Disney shares right now, yes, I would say yes. I am someone that would be buying Disney shares here. I think this is a fantastic long-term opportunity on a stock like Disney. This is a great pullback to a weekly chart. Even if this thing goes lower, guys, I would still be interested. This is a great level on Diz. I don't think you can go wrong here. 100 SMA on the weekly chart, beautiful previous resistance into support. I think people are seeing this as opportunity. I could be wrong. Don't base your investment decisions off me, guys, but I'm just here to tell you this is a pretty interesting technical formation. Beautiful little W formation, double bottom. I think if you get over 155, I think this thing starts to break out. That's what I'm going to be looking for. At least up to 160s, maybe back up to the 170s. But yeah, nice Disney formation. Love everything about it. And then finally, Roku. Roku, again, sort of like PayPal, where I would wait maybe a little bit more to see if it gets a little bit more bullish here. But Roku's another one that maybe gets that bounce over 240. Yeah, some of the crypto names are up this morning. But Roku, another one that I would watch. Mara, you're starting to get some of those crypto bounces. Yeah, so Mara was strong on Friday. Looks like it's continuing. Mara, Coinbase, up new highs this morning. Riot and MicroStrategy. So you're getting some Bitcoin moves this morning. So those are the comeback names I like. Let's go over Shopify. Shopify, congrats to anyone that caught this thing. If you guys watched my video, we were watching this back at 1300. I did not catch this because I do not trade Shopify. It just gets my blood a little bit too boiling. I don't like to expose myself to those emotions. Just because Shop has really large spreads, very large contracts. Not really something I like to trade. A little bit too sloppy for me. But it was a very nice $1,300 bounce. You guys can see resistance, support. Perfect. I think you probably try to push into this 100 SMA area right here around 1475, 1480. I think that's probably where you push into, which is also correlates to the bottom of this channel here, right in this area. That's probably where I think you push into. If you get above that, then you're obviously going to be up towards that 1500 plus area. But a beautiful little support bounce on Shop. I absolutely love that. Amazon. Amazon continues to trade in this little wedge on the weekly chart. Look at this. So you continue to trade in this wedge on Amazon on the weekly. Little bit of an uptrend. There's that flat top right around that 3,500. Maybe you even bring this up if you use the top. You can bring it up to around 37. But there's a lot more resistance sort of in this 35 area. Right in this area around 35. If you get above that 35, maybe you get another push up to that 37. But Amazon, if you go to the weekly chart, guys, is still sort of holding this uptrend. It could be brewing. Something could definitely be brewing here. You can clearly see the uptrend that is holding for the last year and a half. So, I mean, that's not something to deny or to ignore. That's very interesting. Very nice uptrend on the weekly chart over the last year and a half. So, something could definitely be brewing there. Maybe it's just a big market move that's waiting to happen. All right, healthcare. You guys know we talked about the break and retest. If you're here on the live stream, if you follow me on my Instagram, if you guys don't, it's free. I post charts there. Follow me on Instagram. It's at the bottom left of your screen, down here on the bottom left. Follow the Instagram. But I posted this XLV retest. You guys can see this is a beautiful break and retest and a hold right there. Previous resistance as support, and look at the bounce that we've gotten off of that. That's a beautiful break and retest. And you can see the continuation is there. XLV is up again this morning. Healthcare is still moving higher. So healthcare is rock solid right now. We can see over the last few weeks, and definitely if you go to the 4 hour, here's the 4 hour. So XLV, beautiful retest. Stocks like UNH, stocks like AbbVie, stocks like Abbott, PFE, these stocks are just very strong right now. So watch them. XLV, healthcare, still strong. Finally, I want to talk about Unity Software. Unity Software, I talked about it in my video yesterday. I think it's at an interesting level, and I think it's worth watching. So first of all, you got a pretty decent uptrend that's holding right now. You can see right around here. Nice uptrend on Unity. So 1, 2, 3. Nice uptrend. 100 SMA is holding. You can see it right here. 100 SMA on the daily chart is starting to hold. So I like that. 147, 148, that's the tough level. Why? Because if I go back to February, there was a gap down on earnings. Now this gap down started at 147. The low of this candle was 147.50. So if I make this line 147.50, that is where the gap down began. That is where we started the gap down. So if I go over and I look into the present, where is Unity starting to reject? It's right there at 147.50. So I think if you see a break over 147.50, let's just call it 150 area, right around here, I think you get a move. So I'm definitely watching Unity. I think it's a great company. I think it's a little bit, obviously had too big of a move here. Needed a pullback. But I think you're starting to get a much better price for this potentially strong name. So I'd watch it. Just something to keep on your watch, guys. All right. So that is what I had. If you guys could, before we get into the stocks you guys want to look at, if you could, just so generously, press the like button. If you're here, that would be fantastic. Press that like button for me. It helps me grow these streams, helps it get to more people. I would really appreciate that. All right, so we got some stocks in here now. So we got BLNK, DLTR, ONTO, DocuSign, Mara, YW, I think that's Comcast, and Activision. So we got some stocks to look at here. Let's do that. Let's try to knock it out in like 5 minutes. So press that like button for me, guys, if you could. Here we go. BLNK. I don't love the chart, to be honest. I don't love the trend on the chart, but I will say, yes, you are at a potentially low point on this market. Maybe if you get small caps, maybe look for that small cap strength and maybe some sympathy in some EV. If you get any of that, maybe Blink gets a push off this support. So yes, I do see why you like the upside potential. I would have it on a very short leash because this could still move lower. I don't know how much upside potential it has, but yes, you are at that support level. I just don't know, what are you looking? Are you looking for the next huge move? I would be a little bit careful trying to chase that. Maybe you get some sympathy but just be careful. The overall trend of this chart is not the best. So I see the support. Dollar Tree. I personally would love to see Dollar Tree back at 120, back to these previous highs. I think Dollar Tree sort of holding on to, onto like mid-air here. It's not really, there's really not much support to the downside. I know Dollar Tree's been, it's been hot lately. How long does that last? I would be a little bit careful. Watch this uptrend here. Watch this little uptrend that Dollar Tree's holding. Yeah, it's charging stations, I'm aware. So maybe you also have this 132. Look at that. So right now, I would say Dollar Tree is in a little bit of a range, around 142 to 132. You guys can see, look at this range that it's been trading in, this little sideways channel. So I would personally want to see, I would want to wait until it chooses that direction, guys. Whoever put this in, I need to see it choose that direction here, in my opinion, on Dollar Tree. I want to see that range sort of break out. So, yeah, I see the flag that you're talking about right there. So maybe you wait for the flag to break out, wait for the 142 to break out, and then jump onto this move. That's what I would look for. Yeah, they raised store prices, I'm aware. That's why the stock moved. All right, ONTO, Onto Innovation. Not familiar with the name. Looks like it's probably a biotech. Is it a biotech? No, maybe more tech, not bio. I'm not sure what this company does. But looking at the chart, it's definitely looking pretty strong. You have this 88 support here. A little bit of very, very tight in this range. Very tight in this range. Just be careful of this all-time high here. This resistance around 100. See if it can hold above 100 today. If it can hold above 100, then maybe you get your psychological support there. But you are in this, you're definitely in this channel. I would want to see it get back. I would want to see it break this 100. Maybe 100 break and retest, break, pull back to 100, and then you get your push. Something like that. I would need to see it over 100 before I trust the move. Just be careful of that rejection there. ONTO. DocuSign. DocuSign above 160. That's the level I've been watching. DocuSign above 160. That's the level. So if you get above 160, I think you get the push. That's right here. I think 160. I think if you get the 160 break, I think that starts to go. So there is definitely opportunity here. You can see, look at this gap down. I mean, that's a huge gap down on Docu. So I would be confident and I would wait for the move to clearly happen, guys. We have seen countless times where gap areas reject and fail lower. So here's an example. Here's Zoom. Zoom, everyone thought that Zoom would push higher. Look at this. There's definitely more examples that I can't think of right now. But this is potentially what happens to DocuSign here. You push higher. There's a big move, a candle breakout. Everyone thinks it's ready. Okay, here we go. We're ready to fill this gap. And boom. No, we are absolutely not. Huge rejection. And you get caught in that potential gap area. So I know DocuSign is really sold off, but you need to be very confident that this thing is starting to move into this gap. I would not buy this on the first sign of a breakout because you can see, look at these two candles right here. This one and this one. Look what they did intraday. They pushed higher and rejected, pushed higher and rejected. You need to get a really clear, higher low. You need to start seeing this thing, start to actually move before I would trust this. Do not get into this on the first day. Snap's another example. Yeah, Snap's another example where you sort of never, you started to maybe try to look for the break here, right here around 57. You can see we started to curl back. Everyone's like, all right, here we go. Time to get this gap fill. And absolutely not. So be careful there. On gap fills like that, I really need to see it start to hold. All right, Mara. Bitcoin, obviously, fueling this move. Mara's bouncing off this 31. This is a very strong potential support area. It is held here multiple times. I think you probably get, if Bitcoin actually gets strong, I think you see Mara back at 50. You're already up to 40. I would say that the next price target would be at this $50 level on Mara, right here, right around that 50 for Mara. WY, of course, guys. I say this every time. The miners, you just have to watch Bitcoin, guys. That's all it's about. I mean, it's going to move. If Bitcoin moves, it's going to move. This is a strange stock, a very strange, very slow move. So, I mean, it's definitely an apparent uptrend. So I would just continue to trust this uptrend. That's all you do. You just trust the uptrend. If you're going to trade this chart, trust the uptrend. If you're going to trade it bullish, you have to buy it at the bottom and you sell it at the top. That's all you do. You buy it down here and you sell it up here. That's all I could really say right now. That's what history has shown you it wants to do, and it probably continues. CMCSA, this is Comcast. Comcast has been in a downtrend. So I would continue to trust this downtrend on Comcast. This is the same exact thing as the last chart, but in the opposite direction. So Comcast, as you start to push higher, just be careful of the rejection that could come in. Right around this 51, if you start to push into this downtrend, also into these previous lows, just be careful of the rejection that could come in here. This could very easily just continue to do this. So watch for this rejection point right there. That is potentially a rejection point that I would be careful of. Activision is another great example. Here we go. I didn't even realize this. This is actually a stock that I took a small loss in. This is when I started to realize that these gap fill trades are not as nice as people think they are. They really are not. So this is another fantastic example of DocuSign. This is actually perfect. Look at this. Look at Activision. Started to show everyone, hey, I'm ready to start filling this gap. Look at this breakout I'm showing you right now. So nice candle, nice little candle breakout, double, 2 days in a row, starting to show that, hey, we're ready to go, ready to fill this gap, and nasty, just absolutely disgusting, nasty rejection, right back lower. So yes, Activision has started to show some strength again, but you got to be very careful around this 68.70 area. This is a nasty area. So you can see the rejection that came in here, and it looked like it was starting to fill that gap, and it did not. So be careful at that 68.70 on Activision. All right, last, we got MU. I think I like this recommendation. Congrats to anyone that caught this thing. It was pretty clean. You have all-time highs around this 95. That's what I'd be careful of. But I will say, MU put in some really nice candles, some really clean stuff last week. If I zoom out, I mean, this was just really, really perfect. Look at this. Earnings move higher, consolidation, push higher, pull back onto Wednesday. Where did it hold on Wednesday? Absolutely perfect. Right here at 89. I mean, it was beautiful. Break, retest. This is the definition. Break, retest, perfect hold. Absolutely gorgeous bounce. 89 is just the perfect support level. You guys can see it just really just makes a whole lot of sense. So let me go to the 4 hour. Look at that 89 level. It is the absolute top of this previous resistance. It's 89.05. So 89.05 is the high of this candle. Where did we do the break and retest at? Absolutely gorgeous. 89.05. Right back to it. Break, retest, hold it. Boom. Just a really gorgeous move. If you get the breakout of all-time highs, there's probably more upside. MU had great earnings. I would watch 95 today. That's what I'd watch. All right, guys. That is what I got for you. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. If you did, press the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Help me get to, let's see how many subscribers I can get by end of year. If you guys would like to help out, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I live stream every day. I post trading videos Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. So if you guys would like, press that subscribe button, like the video if you could, help me out for Christmas spirit. End of year, New Year's resolution is to press the like button on the video. That's what I got. Thank you guys for being here. If you guys, first of all, look out for your emails. I'm gonna try to, start to get around to sending out emails today for everyone that submitted for the giveaway. And then also make sure to check out the Discord promos end of year. It goes on till end of year. If you guys are interested, they are down in the comment or in the description below. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a fantastic trading day. Let's end this year strong. I will be here every day until end of year, so come hang out, come enjoy. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out, guys.